Hey, Mr. Clash here with the best 10 or 9 clan war attack for 2017. Now there are a whole range of different sorts of attacks you can do, and I'm going to do, what we're doing in this video is one attack, and it is probably the most versatile, so therefore the best at taking out a multitude of bases, and that is basically a Gobo Lalo. 2 golems. Have a look at the troop combination here. This is not standard troop combination. Don't copy this troop combination and think you can do it on every attack. You're going to see a whole range of attacks. I'm going to show you 6 attacks in this video using this basic troop combination. One has 10 attacks, 10 balloons, as you can see. 10 balloons, and one of them has 14, and the others have a range of balloons in between 10 and 14. But they all have one thing in common. That is, they have 2 golems, 2 lava hounds, and clan castle full of bowlers. What they use for funneling, how many troops they use for funneling, and how many balloons they use are different. The other thing that they have in common, if you have a look at this base here, is that the kill squad, or the first entry troops, have one goal, or they have multiple goals, but their main purpose is, number 1, get into the base, kill the enemy CC, kill the queen, and take out a minimum of 2 air defense. That's the goal of the entering kill squad. That's the 2 golems and CC full of bowlers. And how you do that, there's a range of different ways you can do that, as you'll see in these videos. So we'll play the first one at normal speed, and then the other ones will increase the speed of them, so you don't have to sit them all going through them all at normal speed. So you get to see it all in a rush, and you'll start to see a bit of a theme going on with them. Now the attack is so devastating that at some points it wipes out all the air defense before you can bring your lava hounds in. Anyway, so that's enough of this intro. That's the basic troops. Do take note of the troops that each of the attackers use. So let's get into the videos now. Let's have a look at this first one now. Okay, so what you can see here is there are 2 outside weapons down. He's got a minion on that outside cannon, so that's a free snipe. He's got the baby dragon taking out some things up on the top right hand side. So that way he's beginning to take out things that he can, just while he's waiting for the baby dragon to do some work. Now the golems go down. So this is the beginning of the funnel creation. Now the most important thing in getting this attack right is to get the bowlers in. If your bowlers do not go into the base, the attack is screwed. So basically you've got to create a nice wide funnel to make sure that the bowlers can get into the base. Once the bowlers get in, they'll start to again spread out on their own accord, which is what you want, because that's what enables them to take out multiple air defenses at the time. So he's got the bowlers have come in, got the poison down, that lava hound's about to pop, so protect the bowlers a little bit. So he's going to drop the haste, drop the heal spell, drop the rage spell for the bowlers, so that way the bowlers stay alive but also be raged, so they can take out a lot of stuff at the same time. The queen goes in, wizards have gone in, and you can see 40% of the base is wrecked already, and he hasn't even started with the air portion of the attack yet. So almost half of the base, 45% of the base is gone now. Only 1 air defense left standing, so here he comes in. Now notice the balloon went down first. That balloon's got a lot of distance to travel, so it made sense to get that balloon down first. Now he's got 2 more haste spells to go, and 1 more lava hound to put in. So that first lava hound, that first air defense is taken out. The lava hound hasn't popped yet, and there's no more air defenses. So the lava hounds are just going to sit on top of weapons, waiting for, they're probably not ever going to pop anymore now, because the archers and the wizards just aren't strong enough to take out those lava hounds. Unless they can fly over a black bomb or a couple of black bombs that make them pop, the lava hounds won't really pop. And that's it. All the defenses are down. 1 lava hound did pop, which is what was needed definitely for cleanup troops. Okay, you've got a sneaky Tesla at the top there, and I think from memory this one had a sneaky Tesla at the bottom. There, have a look. He's dropped all the balloons. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Sneaky Tesla at the bottom he had there as well. So drop that balloon down there. It's just coming up the top now. There was that sneaky Tesla. And so that's it. Okay, the balloon got taken out by something. So that's the basics of this attack. You clear the funnel, break open a wall, or even jump straight in, depends on the base. You know, each base is a little bit different. Jump in, or however you got to get in. Now you'll notice he used 1 rage, 1 heal, and 1 jump, and now Meow is bringing in 2 rage, 1 heal, and a jump, 1 haste, and 1 poison. So it's where someone else can have 3 haste and no poison. In this case, there's a haste and a poison, and you'll see another attack coming up that there are no haste, but there are 2 poisons. So everyone's just varying the attack slightly, and this time there are 12 balloons instead of 10. So the bowlers are coming in as per usual. Got the poisons for the clan castle, got the rage down, rage the troops, heal the bowlers so that they can do more damage. And now just wait, bring in the air portion. Here come the balloons, the lava hounds are tanking. The first air defense is down, 1 air defense to go, and that's tanking. That's targeting 2 lava hounds, so that's it. Lava hound has survived the attack. You'll notice in a lot of these attacks you have a hero, at least 1 hero up, sometimes both, and also that a lava hound does survive. And now that lava hound will survive as well. The balloons won't be able to get to it in time. So that was that's a max base being taken out. Again, by air, same attack strategy, same basic attack strategy. So if you, each base is a little bit different. Have a look at the number of balloons that you need. Now, I have talked about this strategy before in being the best base for people, best strategy to use if you have low heroes and you need to attack a congested base. Then this enables you to do that very well if you've got the low heroes. Now, again, you'll see the same procedure that's gone on here. Create the wide funnel, crack open into the base, jump over, rage heal, and that's it. Then you come in with your air portion of the attack, which is the second half. Now, general rule of thumb of old school Lava Loon was you always bring in 1 more Lava Hound than you have air defenses left. So if you have 2 air defenses left, then you would bring in 3 Lava Hounds. But what happens often in this particular strategy is you have 2 air defenses left and you're only using 2 Lava Hounds. And it's just that devastating with the initial push into the base, taking out so much of the base, that the extra Lava Hound isn't really needed because it's not doing extra duty. Now, it's going to be bad luck if the person you're attacking happens to put both black bombs near an air defense and takes out your first Lava Hound really quickly, and then the other standing air defense has the other 2 black bombs taking out your second Lava Hound quickly. That's just really bad luck. It doesn't happen too often. So again, you'll see here, this time we're bringing in 3 hastes and 14 balloons for this attack. Now, another thing to note is that obviously these attacks at the moment have come in what you'd probably consider a pretty obvious path into the Queen. That is, because the Queen's not centralized, the Queen's off to one side, and it's like, yeah, I don't need to cross the entire base to get to the Queen, and I'll just come in on the side closest to the Queen, and I'll also, by doing that, take out 2 air defense. Now, you don't always have to do that. You don't always have to come in at the side closest to the Queen, because the bowlers tend to spread. If you can come in on a side that's perpendicular to the Queen, like the Queen's flank, and you could maybe jump to the Queen or jump near the Queen jumps over, the bowlers do double damage and the Queen will go down anyway. So you'll see that in one of the upcoming attacks where the attacker isn't entering the base directly into the Queen. So here you've got, again, the island Queen, the good old island Queen base just sort of lends itself to this. Now you have a look at this one, you go, you get 3 air defenses there. So he's probably going to put the jump spell near the bomb tower and take out the mortar with a wizard, or you could have even taken that mortar out with a hog, with a spare hog if you wanted to. Now that nice little moat area, the empty space, that dead space in the base, has kind of helped the attack really, because there's no threat of getting flanked from an archer tower with your initial kill squad going in there. So again, you'll see that there are 2 hastes left over on this attack. He used the rage and the heal for the kill squad. Now there's only 1 air defense that's left. So that's how devastating this attack is. And take note of the different kill squad uses. Sometimes they're using a baby dragon in the initial kill squad, and sometimes it's just wizards, throw in some minions in other cases, so on and so forth. So there's no single troop combination that's set in stone, which is how it should be. You should be having a look at a basic troops. If you just said, okay, I'm going to do 2 golems, have 2 lava hounds, bowlers in a CC, minimum 10 balloons. Okay, you start with that as your basis. So that's the minimum you're going to start with. Then you start to add on, maybe you need more balloons. Maybe what troops do you need for your funneling? Do you need a wizard? Do you need a baby dragon? How many wall breakers are you going to use? Where are you going to put the jump? Do you need a jump? Can you jump straight into a base, or can you just crack a wall? Most of the time you're going to be using a jump. So you're going to be taking a jump, and you'll probably be using a rage. So at least 1 jump and 1 rage will probably be your bare minimum spells. Now, whether you use a heal or more rages, more haste, and so on and so forth instead, well, that's going to be base dependent as you look upon the base, but as you can see here, again, a different troop combination. So you look at the base, start off with your 10 loons, 2 golems, 2 lava hounds, CC bowlers, 3 to 4 wall breakers depending on the walls that you need to get through. Remember, you always do need to send a test wall breaker in, so watch this video again and you will see test wall breakers in use. Anyway, that is it in a nutshell. That is how, or that's the general procedure of using this attack combination, this troop combination. Come in with the 2 golems as your tanking, as your flank tanks, help the wizards and whatnot clear the funnel, get the bowlers in, jump rage, take out 2 air defense, CC queen, and then you can begin your air portion of the raid. And this has been pretty devastating in us. In the previous clan war, we had 12 3-star attacks using this, and the current clan war, I think we've got 7 or 8, and that's current, and that war is still going. I think we've got two or three 10 or 9 still to finish up with. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for sticking to the end. I hope you found this useful. That is the best Town Hall 9 Clan War attack for 2017. Like, share and comment, and until I see you in the next video, stay frosty.